May the 18th, next chapter, if you like. What I'd like to say is that jungle continued. Not an easy place to work, but actually 1977 is when I did mine in Belize, along with a few other great characters, but I can only talk about what I did. So there we are. First of all, I'd like to subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's free. Rusty Firmin, SAS TV. And it's doing really well. So if you can subscribe to it, that'd be brilliant. My books, once again, I'll show you. This is my first book, Go, Go, Go. That's Jamie Bell on the front. Jamie plays Rusty Firmin in the film 6 Days. Netflix, out now. Take a look. Definitive story of the Iranian embassy siege. Can't be beaten. Secondly, the regiment. 15 years in the SAS. That's up until I left the military in 1992. Some good stories there, but they're mine and only mine. So if you feel like reading them, dig out, buy them. So that's another one. These are doing unbelievable. These are my prints. And they are for sale as well. So that's good. My book, Go, 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 is on Audible. And at the moment you can buy it on Audible. The second one, The Regiment, is coming out shortly, just being released. So that will be on Audible as well. So keep your eye on for that. My website, www.rusty-firmin.org/shop, will take you right to the heart of what I'm doing. Yep. My manageress, is away in the States at the moment, causing problems because she lives in the States for now, but she runs my website. So hopefully that will be amended shortly. However, the ones we haven't talked about at the moment, Sphera Antiques, and that is pronounced Sphera, but actually S-P-H-E-R-R-A, Sphera Antiques. We are working together, and if you go to that website and on my website, you'll find that anything you want, hoods, NBC hoods, respirators, floor plans of the embassy, collector's cards, etc., they're all on there. So just take a look. Nobody says you have to do anything or buy anything. But all the questions I get asked all the time can be answered straight by looking on there with doing nothing else. Why wouldn't you? So that's where we are. So actually, I'm just looking through these notes I made earlier. We're in the jungle, and we've talked about living conditions, the bashers, the pole beds, everything. However, it's not easy. Survival in the jungle isn't easy. Yeah, you can live off the land. Hard work. You get the what were the rations and stuff that were issued. Not ideal, but livable. And that's why I never say no to anybody who says that steak was shit in a restaurant. That was crap. You know what? All you have to do is stand up and say, I've eaten better. But for anybody to decry food that isn't available, fall by the wayside, you'll join the rest, because it doesn't matter. Whatever's put in front of you as a northerner, you eat. Some better than others. Don't turn it down. Then you have the equipment or clothing in your Bergen. It's identical to what you're wearing, but it's dry. So, we've mentioned the pole bed. What it consists of. No great pictures of it, but you can imagine. The pole bed is what you sleep on at night, and when you leave the camp to go out and come back, you are living in a hammock. And we all know what a hammock is. So, have a think. And when you have a think, it goes like this. Pole bed? Yeah. Hammock? Yeah. What's the difference? One is slightly more comfortable than the other. Not a lot. But I know where I'd rather sleep. But in the middle of nowhere, you take what's on offer, and with what's on offer, you make work. So it doesn't actually make any difference. You got wet kit on through the day, all day long, you're soaking. There's no rain, but you sweat the shit out of yourself. Sweating all day long. You may only do 500 meters in a day tactically patrolling, but under the canopy of the big trees, the sun above them, it is hot. When I say hot, I don't mean you're going to get burnt to death, but actually every chance is that what you're actually doing is cooking yourself, because you're sweating profusely all day long. So people go, oh, yeah, I got that. No, they haven't. You don't get that at all unless you've been there and done it. So the canopy is up there. The sun's up there. You might be down even at, I don't know, river level, trying to find a spot to get a bit of sun. Very, very hard to do. But everybody just carries on. We have a task to do, a job to do, and that's where we're heading for, to complete that mission. The people who think it's easy should try it, because it isn't easy. We're used to coming from climates where you go in the morning, great, sun, snow, wind, rain, out there. Now, you get up, hot, sunny, humid, and there's absolutely nothing you can do about that. So, wherever you go, as I said before, we have the camp environment where our A-frames are waiting for us to come back. The bed space that's cleared all the way round with nothing on it. Once you step outside of that and go into the jungle, away from the camp environment, you're going to have to sleep somewhere. And that somewhere is quite interesting because it doesn't matter where you go. We're not going to be allowed to put A-frames up. It's the swinging hammock. Great. All you need is 2 trees at the very best. One end on one on the end of the other. Hammock opens, you fall in, put the kip sheet over, good night. However, round the corner is the nasties. What are the nasties, you may say? Let me explain. The sandflies. Now, they love bits round about the ankles where you can't see them, where there's a bit of flesh. Bite, itch, irritate. Try to keep it covered up. Sometimes impossible because of what you're doing. But they know where to attack. The virus is attacking us now here, coronavirus. Sandflies have been attacking us for years. I know. I've been bitten. So it's not rocket science. Try to keep it covered up? Yeah, never happen. Scorpions, they nip into your kit, your boots, your socks. You don't know where they are. People say, duff them. Perfect. You have to catch them first. And they are sods. They're little waiting to attack. Not that you want to. Defend themselves, I suppose. They're only tiny. But this is where we had to live. And you don't have any control over that. You get the leeches. It doesn't matter what I try to do to get rid of a leech, and everybody I think should know what a leech is. It attach themselves. Little holes in the bootlaces, any little bit of skin that appears, a leech will actually attack it. They're not dangerous. They suck a bit of blood. If you catch them early enough, you know what? Bit of mosquito repellent, squirt it in the face. They don't like it. They've gone. Wasp and hornet. I'll come on to them later. I was bitten by them on the final exercise. You don't see them. You can sit on nests and find you've been bitten. But a hornet is a hornet. And they're not funny. They are nasties. When I say nasties, they are really nasty. Tarantulas. Not too common in Belize, but actually people say, I've been bitten by a tarantula. Well, who's to say they haven't? Botflies. Or B-O-T flies. Not bottom flies, botflies. They bite you, but, and as I can prove, what they do is they lay an egg inside you, which you don't even feel. That then grows, and then they want to release themselves outside the body. So once they've hatched, they want to get out. So they're going to come out through your neck, where it's got mine. And I've still got the marks on there. And we'll mention that a bit later. Not a welcome sight. But they're there. Another nasty. Mosquitoes, responsible for a lot of deaths in the world. But actually, the mosquitoes out in Belize, where I'm talking about, yeah, they used to bite for England, or for Belize, whatever you want to say. But they're going to kill you on the spot. But their job is to kill you eventually. And they're there all night. Trust me. It doesn't matter whether you've got your kip sheet up and your mosquito net inside that, covering your pole bed, or even anything you put there, they will be heard. But more than heard, they will bite, and they will bite as long as they want to bite. So you can try and get away from them, but it won't work. Jaguars. Now, they were common, but I never saw one every time I went to Belize. Never, ever. But there were supposed to be things that attack. Actually, I like them, and they had a job to do for themselves. But there again, you come to the unforeseen. The fer-de-lance snake. This thing is venomous. You get bitten by that, you're going to know it. Not only that, the fer-de-lance, which people don't understand, I don't think, it's there. It can jump its own length. If it's 6 foot, you think you're 6 foot away and you can poke it, forget it. It can jump its own length and bite you. Once it's bitten you, history. Well, the making of history. So there's so much going on. But the one I want to say on top of it all is when you're asleep or trying to sleep, and I don't think I ever slept one night in Belize, ever, fully. And that is a sound of falling trees. Because along with the rain overnight, then there was the sound of thunder, lightning. Somewhere the trees are being struck. And you can hear them crashing down somewhere, and you are hoping that it's not going to be near you. Or if it is, not on top of you, because nobody wants that. But that side, it doesn't make any difference, because all night long, let's say mid to late afternoon in Belize, on top of your training, you settle down, you think, and look, what's happening? But this is every single day, non-stop. Roughly, their local time, 3, 4, 5 in the afternoon, all the way through the night to the following early morning, 4, 5, 6 o'clock. Rain, lightning, thunder. But on top of that, you had every single thing that was going to go on. The trees fell down. You can't stop that. But there isn't anybody I know, nobody would say that they enjoyed that, because you can't see it. Okay, we can't see coronavirus. When you're laid in a hammock or a pole bed, way out in the middle of a jungle, you're a target. Isolated? Yes. That's why I'm not making nothing against the stuff that's going on and isolation. We've been through it and prepared for it. But we're not prepared for is a huge tree falling over. Lightning striking everything in sight. Not like now, lightning strike every 12 months. This was hundreds a night. And I've got to say, did I sleep well? Well, actually, the answer is no. I didn't. And of course, I'll speak tomorrow about primary jungle, secondary jungle, and the rest of everything that goes into the living in Belize. So tonight is the Mickey Mouse Channel 4 final episode, I believe. They have no idea what the real world is about and what we went through. So I'm not actually going to destroy it tonight. I'm going to have to watch it and review it tomorrow. But actually, for the people who don't know, who dares wins. And I can tell you now, I hope it's a good one tonight, so I don't have to review anything tomorrow.